Today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a new table using a query in Microsoft Access. Now here I have two tables, right? So the first table is called Customer Information Table. So I'm going to use my left mouse button to click on it. So here are the different fields. I have the customer code, name, customer name of company, last name, first name, title, address, city, rating, and the cost to ship. So what I'm going to do in my new table, I want these fields to be included in the new table that I'll be using a query to create. So I'm going to need the customer name of the company, the last name, the first name, and the cost to ship, right? So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 fields from this table. And then the other table, which is a customer order table, this table has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fields. So from this customer order table, I'm going to make the new table using a query in Microsoft Office to include the product name field, is the item on sale, the wholesale price, and the first date sold. All right. So we're going to come up now to the, well, before you do the actual query, I'm going to show you the database. Going to click the database tools tab. In the relationships group, I'm going to click this icon that says relationships. You have to create a relationship between the two tables before you actually make the query. What happened, you have to link the two tables before, and I made a previous video showing you how to do. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to click no. All right, so I'm going to close this table and this table. All right, so see, we have two tables. When we're finished, we're going to have three tables. So what we're going to do, we're going to come up to the create tab. We're going to click on it. And this is a ribbon. And here in the queries group, I'm going to select the design, query design here. Right? So we click on it, right? Now, before, or what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the table. So here we have two tables. I'm going to add the customer information table. I'm going to click add. Then I'm going to use my mouse to select, click, use the left mouse button to click the customer order table. I'm going to click add. Remember, I showed you the relationship before. So here it is. This will be the relationship will be the first step before you actually do the query. The purpose of the relationship is to link the two tables. I'm going to use my mouse and move the cursor to the right um, corner here, on the bottom corner. I'm going to click on, hold, and resize. I'm going to do the same thing here. Move my mouse until I see the cursor change to that arrow. I'm going to click on it, left mouse button, hold it down and resize it. And then I'm going to move this so we can have a little bit more space in between, right? So this is a one-to-many relationship. Now, a query, there are different types of query that you can do in Microsoft Access, right? So we can, the query type, we can make a table, right? And what this does is make the table, make the query, select records from a database, and save the records in a new table, right? We can have another query type called append, make the query add records to an existing table. We can update and make the query update the data in an existing table. We can have a cross tab, make a query cross tab query, which aggregates data by two sets of values, one displayed down the left side of the data sheet and the other across the top, that is the top of the data sheet. And we can also delete, right? Query type delete. Make the query delete the information from an existing table where the data matches the criteria. All right. So what we'll be doing now, we'll be creating a table, all right, using the query. So what I said is when I use a customer name, well, customer name of company, the last name, the first name, and I don't remember if I told you, but we're going to include the cost to ship. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 fields here. And then from this customer order table, we're going to include the product name, is the item on sale, the wholesale price, and the first date sold. Now, when you're making a new table using a query, you cannot have a calculated field. A calculated field, for example, would have been the margin, and there it is. It is showing you how we got the 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 margin. It was the selling price minus the wholesale price divided by the selling price. Or here we have the selling price. It's over here. So here now, I'm gonna click this icon that says make table. I'm gonna put it in the current database. If you want to put it on another database, you would click here and then browse and search for the particular file that you want to put the new table in. But we're gonna put it in the current database, right? We're gonna give it a name. So we're gonna move this here now. So I'm gonna give it a name. Customer and order order table. Okay, so it gives us an idea what it is about. We're gonna click OK. All right, and then now in the results group, I'm gonna click this icon that says run. And here now we know that it's gonna create a new table because it gives us this prompt. It says you are about to paste 5 rows into a new table. Once you click yes, you cannot undo the command to reverse the changes. Are you sure you want to create a new table with the selected records, which are these records on? You're going to click yes. And then if you look here now, we have 3 tables, and at the start of the video, we had 2, right? So let's look back at this table that we made a while ago, which I believe was this one. Right, here it is. So if you click here, customer name of company, last name, first name from the first table, uh, the the invoice. So right, so and then here now we have customer product name is the item on sale and the wholesale price and the first date shipped, right? So this is how you would create a new table. All right. Now, if you want to change any one of these field names, you would click this icon, which is a design view, and here we can come here now. Gonna widen this, and here now, I want to change the name for, I think it was cost to ship, and this should be the invoice. Um, so say invoice number for the customer, right? So now I click this sheet here. It says want to save, click yes. Right, and there it is now. It is now changed and it says invoice number for the customer.